This article here is from Geo News from November 30th, 2022, and it says Johnny Depp knew he messed up Amber Heard, and this is kind of irresponsible reporting from Geo News, but I guess they just try things at random. I'm not sure they know what's up, but they've got something somewhat interesting, so let's see what they got. Johnny Depp has just been accused of having messed things up with Amber Heard according to text message records obtained in the unsealed documents. The document features an exchange by Paige Heard, Amber's mother. This comes despite rumored support by Heard's mother in audio recordings that were presented to the court. It features a conversation where her mother says, "Your dad or I would fly out today if it would help. It sounds like you need someone now. I can charge it so you don't need to pay and no one needs to know." Can't quite recall hearing that before, but alright. For whatever reason, Amber's mother supposedly decided to fly out, according to her. We don't have full context here, but alright. She also went as far as to allege, "I am guessing that he knows he's expletive up and that's fueling his disgust and he drinks more. And you're trapped in and by that cycle. Amber, honey, I am so very sorry this is happening to you. You brought none of this on. None of this on whatsoever." Of course, Amber, who's got a DUI, who committed perjury in Australia, who drinks a ton herself, brought none of this on. The text exchange also goes on to feature images of bruises shared by Heard, which her mother reacts to by saying, "Oh my baby, has he stayed this way since then?" And here we see the text messages. Let's make it a little bigger. Still kind of blurry, which is how they printed it. On top it says, "So it was my first peaceful night," but we don't know exactly who said that. Text from Paige Heard to AH. "Good move, deadbolts, this is so bad." Text from AH to Paige Heard. "You have no idea." Text from Paige Heard to AH. "Your dad or I would fly out today if it would help. It sounds like you need someone now. I can charge it so you don't need to pay. No one needs to know." Text from Paige Heard to AH. "I am guessing that he knows he's effed up and that he's fueling his disgust and he drinks more and you are trapped in and by that cycle. Amber, honey, I'm very sorry this is happening to you." Okay, that's what they had before. "You brought none of this on you." And I guess also before, they took out effed up here. Okay, didn't realize that. Text from Paige to AH. "Do you have any idea what snapped him out of this before?" Call time on film set of Happy documentary. Text from AH to Paige Heard. "No, I don't. I don't have an idea what to do." Text from Paige to AH. "Are the kids still in town? Surely he would straighten up before seeing them. Once out of this cycle, you'll have a different JD." Text from Paige Heard to AH. "Oh my baby." And her last one, "Has he stayed this way since then?" Now, here's what will be really helpful. So, Lily Rose has said Johnny Depp is a nice, loving father. That's great, but it's not specific enough. If she did see him on some weekends when Amber was saying he was this drunk monster, and she could say something like, "My father is a loving father and he's no drunk monster." Maybe he gets drunk and loud, as most men do when they drink, but he's no abusive monster. That's why when Lily Rose comes out with these things and she talks about like 95% about her career and then throws in one little vague thing about Johnny, which is somewhat positive, I want her to be specific. They mention his kids, and she's got the power to debunk this stuff and say, "Well, when I was with him, he was sober, he was good," or if he was drunk, which is, again, somewhat normal for a rock star and a movie star, she could say, "Yeah, he was maybe drunk, but everything was fine. There was no problem. There was no monster." That's why sometimes when I see Lily Rose out there, I'm like, all right, do your thing. You've got a life to live. You're really young. But at the same time, just please be a bit more specific about how Johnny was with Amber from your personal experience. But I digress. That's a different topic. This just kind of brought those memories back because obviously his kids are being mentioned. And I guess you could say by Geo News here, this is somewhat pro Amber. I mean, they've got like 3 paragraphs, but nowhere do they say anything on Johnny's side. They don't even mention he won the case, which a lot of articles do, whether they're for or against Johnny. They still publish the facts like that. So All right, it is what it is. I'll still assume this platform's basically neutral because they will support Johnny once in a while and publish positive things. Anyway, you let me know what you think down below. Doing shout outs, special thanks. Let's do some shout outs. Shout out to David Bisco, always here. Not sure if I'm saying your name right. Apologies if I'm not, but thank you, David. Fair haired boy with the red balloon. Been supporting here for a very, very long time. I'm talking years. Thank you so much, my friend. Susan Gavahan, if I'm saying that right, always here supporting. Thank you so much, Susan. Really appreciate it. And March Rayleigh, if I'm saying that right, is a member here. Thank you so much, March. You're much appreciated. Always commenting. It's a big help. That's it for the shout outs in the video. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. You'll get, news, articles, stuff like that, dry humor, sometimes funny, sometimes not. If you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.